Boy, oh boy, they have made huge AI announcements, and as a result, their stock has gone up significantly as well. Users to create playful images in seconds, choosing from animation, illustration, or sketch styles. Google is doing the same thing with Gemini integration into Android across multiple tools that they have there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more episode of Unlocking the AI Advantage podcast. This is your host, Ramesh Danta. For this episode, I just cannot wait to get into more details because this is going to cover all the recent major AI announcements that happened. So this episode is coming to you for the first time in June of 2024. So at a later point of time, if you hear, just note the date. It's June 2024. And within the past month, all the major players, the Apples, the Googles, and the NVidias of the world have made major AI announcements. So instead of doing our usual coverage of talking to experts, talking to founders, talking to investors who are dabbling in the AI area, I thought we will take this episode to really get a little bit more into the AI announcements. They're huge. So that's why I thought it's very important for us to just settle down and look into what happened with some of the major AI announcements. Without further ado, so let me go into some of the details. First one is Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference. As you guys know, they have an annual conference, WWDC, and that happened recently. And boy, oh boy, they have made huge AI announcements. And as a result, their stock has gone up significantly as well. Okay, so that means it's good news. The second one is NVIDIA's AI research announcements. What is the AI discussion without NVIDIA? Okay, but at the recently concluded Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition Conference, CVPR in Seattle, NVIDIA made some significant research, AI research announcements, something that they're working in the AI research area. And the third one is Google's I/O 2024, another major conference. So you would never be disappointed with what they will unveil at I/O. And this year was no exception. So let's get into the details. The first one is Apple Intelligence. And then they've titled as the AI revolution begins, as if the AI revolution has not begun before the conference, but that it's for Apple to say what they want to say, but the AI revolution begins. So what's the first thing? So Apple Intelligence, one of the major things that they've announced within the AI space is enhanced language understanding and creation. Okay. So, and as you know, Apple has many products. And then they have done a wonderful job of system-wide writing tools that allow users to rewrite, proofread, and summarize text across multiple apps, including mail, notes, and pages, right? So this is for all the Apple users. So they have integrated AI into every component of the Apple devices and Apple services with respect to the system-wide writing, right? And then this rewrite tool adjusts the tone of writing to suit different audiences, right? So you could say, I want to write to digital creators, or I could say, I want to write to scientists, I want to write to medical professionals, right? So it adjusts the tone according to the audience, and it proofreads, checks grammar, word choice, and then sentence structure. And also it provides explanations for suggested edits, okay? And it summarizes and it condenses text into digestible formats like paragraphs and bullet points. So it makes your writing a lot better. It tunes to the audience, and it also understands your own personality and embeds that into the writing as well, okay? The next one is image playground. This is one of my favorite areas. So this particular feature, the image playground feature, allows users to create playful images in seconds, okay, choosing from animation, illustration, or sketch styles, right? So you could say, I want illustration, and then just very playful images, right? So things that you want to embed into either your writing, or you just want to send it out as memes or any of that. So it's integrated into apps like Messages and is available as a dedicated app also, and allows users to experiment with different concepts and styles, right? So you could embed some caricatures, you can embed some well-known celebrities, memes, animations, all those things into the image playground. So, and then all the images are created on device. So they're not on the cloud. So it allows user privacy, right? So nobody can, unless you upload it, steal your own creations. So image playground. So very favorite. Play with it. And then the third one is a Siri's evolution. As you know, Siri has been getting lots of capabilities over the years. And this Apple Intelligence is no exception. So it adds a lot more to Siri. Okay. With Apple Intelligence, Siri becomes more natural, contextually relevant, and personal, right? So people complained about, hey, it's very monotonous and it's um, automated kind of a voice. But with this evolution, it's more natural, relevant, and I expect it to be getting better and better. But this has been a great announcement, great enhancement. It can follow along if users stumble over words like me. I stumble over words a lot. So it definitely follows and maintains the context from one request to the next and provides device support. So this is like lots of companies or tools are coming up with this. Meta has its own contextually relevant chatbot that is embedded into WhatsApp as an example. And so Apple is not exception. They're embedding that feature into Siri as well, right? So it's a contextually relevant. So I could have a conversation at some point, and then later on, I can continue the conversation. Okay. It can now type to Siri, right? And switch between text and voice communication. This multimodal thing is big. So I can switch between text and voice. So it's really great enhancement. And it's also gains the ability to take hundreds of new actions across apps, enhancing its utility, right? So not just Siri by itself, it's embedded into lots of other apps as well. So those are all the major things I would say from Apple. But if you want to know more about it, you can go to our Medium article. By the way, yes, we are on Medium. We've been gaining followers in addition to our newsletter. So you can go into the Medium article. The link is in the description. So just go and check out our Medium, and then I would like to hear from you. Now, let me switch over to the second major topic I'm going to cover today. That is NVIDIA's AI research announcements at Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition Conference, CVPR, that was held recently. So for this, let me take you to our newsletter that actually went over all this stuff. So that way I also give you a glimpse of the newsletter as well. Okay. So this is our newsletter. So this is for, by the way, YouTube watchers. So I'm showing you, but if you're listening, I will go over the details in a second. So this particular newsletter was titled, this edition of the newsletter that we went out, it said self-driving cars win big, NVIDIA's AI takes the wheel. Okay, so it also, this particular edition has some information about AI cutting cancer treatment wait times by 80%, right? So there's a specific article on that one. But let's get actually more into NVIDIA's, what NVIDIA showcased. Okay. So it showcases groundbreaking AI research. All right. They also won autonomous grand challenge. Is that a surprise that they won something in an AI grand challenge? Of course, they're head and shoulders above lots of other players out there. And advances physical AI at CVPR 2024. So, Mr. Jensen Huang, whenever he talks about AI, he talks about physics. So they have been doing a lot of research in the physical AI aspect of it as well. Okay. So let's see. So what is this? So number one is when we talk about NVIDIA, we'll be talking a lot more technical stuff. So that's where I would be throwing out some acronyms. I ask for your forgiveness right off the bat. So Jedi, a new technique allowing quick personalization of diffusion models using reference images, vastly outperforming existing methods, right? So here what we are showing is for example, a cat astronaut, and then put into different contexts, like on a cobblestone in front of a castle, under a starry night. So you can just take that, and then you could come up with different variations of the same image in different backgrounds. And the other one is a foundation pose, a model for object pose estimation and tracking that works without fine tuning for industrial and augmented reality applications. That's what they've announced. And some of the names that NVIDIA gives are so arcane and technical, like a nerve deformer. It transforms existing nerves using single RGBD image, simplifying the process of rendering 3D scenes. It might have gone over lots of people's heads, including mine, but that's one of the things that's announced. An open source visual language model, VILA, that excels in understanding and reasoning across multiple images, developed in collaboration with MIT. So that is a lot of research there. And so they've also done a lot of autonomous vehicle related announcements there. And then one of the announcements they made is the largest indoor synthetic data set for the AI City Challenge, right? So there was an AI City Challenge, and then they provide the largest indoor synthetic data set that people can use. Over 700 teams from nearly 50 countries use these data sets that they made them available and generated with NVIDIA Omniverse. And then, by the way, the smart city has been, evolving in a very, very significant way. So this synthetic data set will also help in that area as well. Okay, so so you can get more into all this stuff in the newsletter. Again, the link is in the description. You can, this particular edition, as well as, of course, if you have not subscribed to the newsletter, theAIentrepreneurs.com. So you should go there. So theAIentrepreneurs.com, you can subscribe to that. Okay. So for entire coverage, visit the newsletter, and the link to this particular edition is in the description as well. So that's on NVIDIA. Now let me get into the last item that I'm going to cover is Google's I/O 2024. And this conference showcases all Google major announcements along with any research areas as well. So Google does the fantastic job of these announcements. And so this year we covered that in our newsletter. So one of the things that I'm going to show here is gems and more, right? Something that Google called gems and more. So it's more a personal. So what is gems? It's a new feature. Gems offers a personalized AI experience with Gemini Advanced. Gems are customized versions of Gemini tailored to your needs, whether for fitness, coding, or writing. For example, create any gem you need, from a running coach to a sous chef. Right? Describe your desired tasks and responses, and Gemini will handle the rest, right? So gems are designed to fit your unique requirements and preferences. So in some ways, I look at this as a custom GPT version of OpenAI ChatGPT, where you can have your own custom GPT that you can create. So gems is very personal, something that you could do. So you could be yoga bestie, sous chef, calculus tutor, peer reviewer. So they will be advancing this more and more, but gems is the one that was announced recently. And then let me go into the next one. Again, I would take you to the newsletter if you are following us on YouTube. And if you're just on audio portion of it, I will be, of course, going into the details verbally as well. So what have they done, right? So, and then their keynote titles dive into the Gemini era, right? So it's all Gemini. And it's groundbreaking advancements with the AI platform Gemini, right? So as you have seen, so if not seen Gemini, you should actually experience it. It's breathtaking in terms of advancements we use quite extensively for all content that we produce, along with, of course, other tools. Okay, so multimodal mastermind, right? So Gemini sets a new standard by handling text, images, video, and code with its 1 million token context window. Over 1.5 million developers are already leveraging its capabilities. The multimodal developments are significantly gaining ground across all tools, by the way. So enhanced search and photos. Google Search now features AI overviews for comprehensive answers, while photos can provide detailed summaries of your memories, like identifying license plate numbers and those kinds of things, right? So the intelligence is being embedded into all these things. And then to transform your workflow, right? Gemini 1.4 Pro in workspace. We talked about the consumer space in the workspace. Emails are summarized, attachments analyzed, and replies drafted with ease. See, if you could see a common thread that's going on between Apple and Gemini is that, so with Apple Intelligence, the summarization, all those things are also happening with Gemini 1.5 Pro in workspace. That's what is happening as well. Multi-model and long context champion. Gemini connects various inputs, expanding its context window. And also in the visual space, elevating visual creativity, next gen video creation. VO, that's one of the features, one of the areas of Gemini. It creates stunning 1080p videos from text, images, or prompts. And this is, it's wonderful, not just in Gemini, not just by Google, in lots of other tools. With one textual prompt, you actually can create video, right? There are cases where people are, making movies, right? So with these kinds of tools, with these kinds of advancements. So here, VO can create 1080p videos, okay, with just from a text prompt or images, okay, with options like aerial shots and time lapses, and I'll be doing a detailed tutorial one of these days. Advanced image generation is other thing. Imagine 3, which is part of Gemini, delivers superior photorealism and capturing intricate details like whiskers on a cat, all those things. So the advancements in image generation is also part of the Gemini they have announced. And into the future, the research that they're working on, right? Project Astra, an early universal AI assistant for daily tasks featuring natural language interaction, real-time object identification, and intuitive conversations. So something that they announced they're working on. Intelligent agents for daily life. So it's an advancement of the GEMS we talked about. Imagine AI agents managing returns, organizing moves, and simplifying complex tasks with a focus on privacy and security, right? Intelligent agents, and they're custom, personal, your own agents. Personalized audio conversations. Notebook LM offers audio overviews, creating interactive audio experiences tailored just for you, right? So hopefully we'll be able to use it for future podcasts. Gemini integration Android 15. So that's, of course, just like Apple, how they integrate all the features into iOS, and Google is doing the same thing with Gemini integration into Android across multiple tools that they have there. So that's what I have for you today. Just to summarize, again, the entire Google coverage link is in the description. So please take a look at it. And so just to summarize, we talked about Apple's worldwide developer conference, NVIDIA's announcements, the research announcements at CVPR, Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition, and Google's I/O 2024. And so if you are not yet a subscriber to our newsletter, the AI Entrepreneurs, so go there, the AIentrepreneurs.com. And so it's 65,000 plus, growing on a daily basis. And if you want to get latest AI news, that is what the newsletter that you should be subscribing to. Literally 5 minutes, you can get all the latest stuff, just like what we covered just now. And you, of course, get free gifts as well for signing up, along with free courses and tutorials we're putting in a community on a regular basis. And so go visit the entrepreneurs.com and then join the newsletter as well as our community. All right. Until next time, this is Ramesh Danta signing off.